So that was the full version, Louis. I don't think that was as good as the original small section they used for the TV show, which was
Cheers.
Yes.
And I'm sure a lot of our listeners would have got that one.
Yeah. It's a warm, comforting song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice warm blanket of a song.
And that's what the lyrics were talking about. You want to go someplace where everyone knows your name. And it's just reminding me of when I was a...
Prison.
Prisoner 32.
Yeah. But I think the original is better because he re-recorded that. So it was written by Gary Portnoy and Judy Hart Angelo. And it was performed, 1982. So they did the short version for Cheers. And then they went back and did the longer version, which isn't as good. I don't like it as much, I've got to say.
What? I mean, surely the longer version is just the short version, but with some extra bits.
No, he re-recorded a long version of it. And it's got different backing and... Yeah.
Well, I like that.
It was voted the best television theme song of all time in a readers' poll in Rolling Stone magazine, so it must be.
Yeah, no, I did like that. And it reminds me of like growing up and we had our local pub when we were sort of 17, 18. So before and after being able to legally drink, and then go there.
So you're confessing in public now to breaking the law.
It's probably beyond the statute of limitations now.
Is it? I don't know. I'll have to look into it. See if I can use this.
I'm sure there are
against you.
17-year-olds up and down the country doing the same. And then after that, I went travelling, and I had dreams about the pub, our local pub, the Cuckoo, that was still back there, and all my college mates were there, and they're all like, "Hey, Louis," and then I'd wake up in some backpackers hostel in Cuba PD, like in the desert, going, "What the? Oh, I miss the Cuckoo."
In Stubbington Village.
Oh, we don't have to name. Do we have to every episode? We want to name something from my internet banking like security questions.
And don't forget, Esther Ranson. She's related to you, in fact.
Oh, you wanted to
remember that.
Right?
Yeah.
Hope she's doing well with her cancer.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows your name.
I went to Cheers. Well, I stood outside because the set was obviously a set in California, but the outside of Cheers is still there in Boston.
Boston pub?
Yeah.
Why don't you go in and have a drink?
Oh, I didn't want to.
Bar humbug. Why not?
Nah, it's a tourist thing, isn't it?
Wasn't, I suppose, yeah.
But the outside, got a nice picture, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like, it's not as glamorous as you think having a local and going to pub and everyone knows your name, because they're often quite sort of depressing places, those locals, boozers. Yeah, everyone's a bit... if you do drink every day in a pub, it ages you, I think. People become quite haggard.
You don't have to drink alcohol. You go in and have a nice glass of orange juice.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, whoever had a glass of orange juice and Cheers the pub?
Do you think uni days aged you then? Must have done.
I think you can get away with it when you're 18, 19, 20, 21. But if you're still drinking every day and you're like 60, those, deep wrinkles and the beer belly.
Yeah. Red cheeks, red nose.
Yeah, that. Yeah. And the general sort of disdain for life or other people.
Well, you turn this happy tune into something really depressing, Louis.
But it's right though, isn't it? If you... Oh, sorry, I'm peeking the mic. Let's try that again. But it's right though, isn't it? If you go... Some pubs you go in, you walk into and everyone instantly turns around and looks at you like death. Like... You're not supposed to be in here.
I think that's a pretty personal situation, Louis. I'm normally right in pubs, but...
We used to have it. We used to deliberately go on pub crawls, go to the roughest pubs. Do you remember that? Deliberately try and put ourselves in that situation, yeah.
It was at the Turk's Head.
Yeah, you're like, Turk's Head. Oh, no, and then I've got an even rougher, we got shitter pub.
But do you remember we walked past, I think it was called the Horse and Dray in Exeter?
Yeah.
But then we went there on the last day, and it was actually a really nice pub.
Oh, yeah. It had such a bad reputation. And we went in and the guy was quite nice to us.
Yeah.
We missed out on this three.
More fool us.
Yeah.
More fool us.
Where everybody knows... Oh, I tell you a pub that did have that. What was the Student Union pub? The Ram.
Yep.
That was the one where everyone knows your name, wasn't it? You'd go in and you'd be guaranteed to bump into people.
Mm.
Miss
Memories
those days.
all alone.
And now we're just sat home with a cup of tea watching the snooker.
Speaking of Cheers, he's rebooting Frasier. It's gonna be
Are they?
Yeah.
Same actors, different actors.
Well, it's going to be like another series. So we'll see how that goes. Frasier was so good. So I'm
I only watched
somewhat trepidatious.
Oh, what? It's big
Well, in case it's terrible.
shoes to step into. Yeah, in case they ruin it. I only
He's
watched
stepping into his own shoes.
All right, so it's him doing it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one which I guarantee they're going to fuck up, and they're doing a new series of
Faulty Towers.
Yeah, yep. And it's his daughter's
Set in America.
What? Oh, come on! Really?
Yeah. Or it's not set in the UK.
Really?
Yep.
I can't see that working. And it's John Cleese and his daughter's in it, and you're like, I think he's just doing it to give his daughter a job. You know.
We'll see. It could be brilliant.
Yeah. Well, I hope I'm proved wrong.
Yeah, me too. I hope you're proved wrong.
Yes. You always do. And occasionally you're proved wrong with my Prince comment earlier. So there.
I don't think I was wrong in that respect.
Listeners, do write in musicnatters.com. We've got the email addresses on there and all our socials. Do write in and tell us, is Nigel wrong?
I think you misinterpreted the law and you did a quote that I'd like to check. You know, the internet. Don't trust the internet. JFK said that.
That was JFK was surely before the internet was invented.
That's the whole thing, isn't it? Should we do one more song?
Yeah, when you say one more, do you mean the last one?
It's flown by, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
This time has flown by. This has been a fun one. These have been... I've liked all these tunes, I think.
Really?
Maybe even the I keep thinking of Wasps and Hornets because that's what they call them somewhere in America, don't they? Yellow Jackets. That's
Yellow
like
Jackets, yeah.
That one was a bit freaky, but when I heard what show it was for, I thought, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying this one because neither of us are going to enjoy the next podcast. I can guarantee it. Okay. I'm not going to enjoy it.
Why?
It could be another episode of songs that make Nigel cry.
Why would you do that?
It could also be one that songs that make Louis cry.
Well, stay tuned, listeners, for our next podcast. We're going to try and do them every couple of weeks. But let's finish off this one with another tune then. Let's
Listeners, he's got the look of a needy child and he's rubbing his foot. He's got his foot up like a comfort blanket foot.
Go on, play us another tune. Let's hear it.
We'll finish with this one, and it's related to the last one, funnily enough. And I love this song. This song still feels like the future, but like not a nightmare AI destroying us all future.